Hey, Toddy, gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No return coming. He'll call for the... Offense getting set for first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Makes a connection. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day, and all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it, and I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Might as well stick with him. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Gets it out fast. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Davis. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Split backs here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Caught behind the line. It's Parrish. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was.
And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
On first down, here comes this offense. Leaves it with the back. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Leonard. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
He'll bring it out. It's Davis. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Shakes off the defender. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Looking left. Complete downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick completion to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Stopped after making the catch.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Quickly complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Got it past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. To throw, it's Dart. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. He makes a catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Here we go. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll call for the fair catch here. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Running to the left. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Davis. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Going downfield for the big play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Leaves it with the running back. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Dart. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Gonna run it. It's Love. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to get it through the air. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right, that come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parrish. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Catch in the middle, it's Wells. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
They'll try to run for it. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Trying to put together a long, time-consuming drive. This 8th play will be 3rd and 2. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Pocket starts to collapse. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He caught it. And they swarm him under. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much. But fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. But at the end of the day, David, that's a happy locker room.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That was pretty to me.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so.